Hey, welcome back. Let's get started on removing the radiator from your 4Runner or Tacoma. First step is draining coolant and disconnecting the radiator hoses and the two bottom transmission lines. On mine, the ends were disintegrating, so I cut the transmission lines and I'm either going to replace them or just discard the bad piece. You can see I've tucked the lines up out of the way. There's plenty of slack. I want to reuse the lines with the piece I've cut off, and I'm showing two different methods. I've got one plugged with an earplug and another with a bolt. By the way, I highly recommend this hose clamp removal tool by ToolWiz. I'm going to link that below. Then you have a decision to make. Depending on the kind of job you're doing, if you are doing more than just removing the radiator, you may want to remove the fan if you're going to be getting at belts and stuff like that. So that's the step we're going to show. If you do not have further work to do and you only want to remove the radiator, then you can disconnect the fan shroud. Then the radiator will pull straight up. We're going to show the fan removal method, and that way you don't have to take the shroud off. It's a little tricky. You'll have to hold it in place while the nuts are loosened, and then we're going to jump into the actual radiator removal. A few things you're going to need for this job: a couple different length extensions, preferably one of them pretty long, and then either a wobble extension or a swivel. Also, it will help if you have a very long ratchet, because the one on the driver's side at the bottom is way down in there. And I'll show you the whole process on this. If you have skinny arms, you might be able to get away without the long ratchet or from underneath the car. The first top bolt's very easy. It's easy to see. You go right through the grill with an extension. The other one on the passenger side on top is similar. Now for the lower bolt on the driver's side, it's your choice how long of an extension you want off the ratchet, but you will need a very long bar, a very long ratchet, because this one is down low and you have to get it from between the grill and the frame. This is the last radiator mounting bolt. It's a little hard to get to, and I'm using two extensions. Okay, stick a magnet down there. It's not going to be easy, bro. One little thing I forgot to tell you about the radiator. We have cardboard here covering the condenser to keep it safe, but when you take the radiator out, there is the weight supported by that little slot. There's a hook that goes in there on the radiator, and then there's one over here too, so that when you unbolt the radiator, it doesn't just fall on you. So that's your final step, is once all four bolts are out, the weight is still going to be supported by the subframe here. And so when you lift it out, you're going to lift up and out and release those hooks, and then it'll just come out of the vehicle. Installation is the reverse of what you saw, and before you go, make sure you get all the air bubbles out of your system. And we've got also other cool Toyota videos. Make sure you check them out and drop me a comment. Let me know how this repair is going.